What is going on, my local focos, and welcome to a very, very short video. I'm just here to show you my old art spam account because, honestly, I want to get rid of this. Like, I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff that was in 2023. As of right now, I've gotten rid of some Agodi tracks because, well, if you've seen the update video, I've told you why I'm getting rid of those. And yeah, that's it. So like I got rid of those tracks. Those are gone. And if I ever want to remake them, like myself, like actually put into work and redo it properly and make my own remix of it, then I could. But yeah, for right now, those videos are gone. I deleted 6 videos so far. And I've also gotten rid of my other Twitter accounts. So right now you can follow me at Locotics. I said I was going to make a new channel, a new Twitter account, and right now Loco Merch YT is officially dead. I would go back on that account just to see like old shit because I kind of made that very formulaic, but now I'm on my own single Twitter account where I can post my art and like games and like VTubers and this and that. I'm trying to get it all collective. So yeah, right now it says that I've moved. Let me actually like move this down real quick. Like as you can see, this is what my account looks like now. I've moved. Old account used by a 16 to 20-year-old, currently at Locotics. If you still want to do art stuff, I will allow you to do at Locofoco. That is also a thing you can do. But I'm not going to be posting on this one anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to be posting on this one anymore. Like, if y'all show up and you guys want a commission, which, by the way, I haven't updated the art on my commission sheet yet because that takes time, but, like, yeah, this is the closest thing to a recent commission sheet you'll get from me. So, yeah. DM and credit at loco_foco if you want. You could also use Locotics, but it's up to you. It's honestly up to you. Just don't use Loco Merch YT for anything else anymore. So, yeah, for this video, I'm just gonna go through all of my old art stuff. The reason why I'm doing it like this is because I just want to make an archive of my old art that I did on a notepad app on my phone before moving to Ibis, and I just want to make this video an archival. Just something that might be like 5 minutes long, maybe a little under 10. But yeah, I just want to go over like my old art versus what I've been doing recently. And what we got is a lot of garbage. I'm just gonna scroll past this. I'm not really gonna provide too much commentary. But like I did a lot of just very weird shit when I was younger, like when I was just starting out. Like mainly I wasn't really like doing too much body studies. I was just like trying to get a certain art style down, and honestly I kind of liked like how some of these turned out. Like these two I liked kind of well. I'm obviously growing out of some of these things that I drew. Like, it's basically just a lot of garbage. I drew very old... God, these are very fucking old. This is when I was 16. This is when I got my phone. Like, this is when I opened Twitter and I got my first stylus phone. I was just drawing shit. I was drawing stuff for Recreo because I didn't know how that shit worked back then. I was doing, like, a lot of different facial expressions. And they're all pretty bad. Like, yeah, I did a lot of facial expressions. I did a lot of, like, head peeking out from the corner type stuff. I kind of liked what I did with this one. I obviously hate it now, but, like, I've done stuff. Like, yeah, a lot of faces. Yeah, I gotta censor that one in editing. Yeah, I drew a lot of weird shit. Very weird stuff. Yeah, actually I kind of like this one. This one's kind of fine. Yeah, a lot of these were just like inspired from like old fandom stuff. Yeah, there was. Oh yeah, I kind of liked this one, and this was. I tried to use some of these. Okay, we're getting to like the era where I started like learning, I guess. I drew like a bedridden person and wanted to post it in the event I gotten sick, even though this is just. But yeah, did a lot of like character design type beats. I really like this one. I really drew this. I love this one. I still like that one. Like the hair kind of looks like a leaf, even though I didn't want it. Like I didn't expect it to actually come out that way. I kind of like this. This one's kind of fine. Very old Pico. Yikes. Yeah, I really couldn't draw back then. Ghost person, I guess. I think I've shown this part already. I think I was. Oh, this is like an alt thing. Yeah, I drew a lot of old stuff. Old Amphibia thing. Shadow SP, where I actually tried drawing over lines. Old Sky shit. Like I tried drawing anime. I did not know how to detail it. This kid's fucking yellow. Yeah, this just kind of looks like the Splatoon, like the start of a Splatoon typeface, I guess. I'm going back in time to see cringe. I actually kind of like what I did here. Like I did like extra shape, like shadow in the river reflection type beat right here. Person floating, another facial construct. Trying to do like extra chibi stuff. Oh, I forgot I did these. So when season 2 of Amphibia dropped, I wanted to make like actual signatures of the Calamity Trio, and this is what I put down. I might. Speaking of which, this year marks like 5 years of Amphibia coming in June, since like 2018, I think 2019. It was one of those years. But I'm gonna try to redo a very old song that I made here because I just need to find some ideas. And I am going to remake another song, but I will talk about which one when I get there, because that's not what this video is about. Why did I draw this? Who was this? Do I have to wear this fucking the buff suit? Like, do I have to wear this? You lost the bet. Oh my god. Hand holding a frisbee from perspective. I drew like a getting over it type Lixian thing. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I drew a lot of very weird shit. Okay, this one I really like drawing. This one was fun. This one was fire. What was the difference between this one? Why did I do 2 of these? I forget. What was the difference? Like, I don't know what the difference was. Then again, I did like drawing this one. Snooty teacher. Some more facial expressions, more characters. More like another teacher one. Like none of these are like my teachers. It's just like a teacher vibe that went with it. Like flirty faces. And then like a drunk person, I guess. I've done a lot of things. Oh, this was like a thing that I drew a long time ago. Yeah, Loco Butcher IT on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and then Loco Merch on Twitch. Speaking of that, my Twitch isn't at Loco Merch anymore. It's at Locotics_, because for some reason someone had the genius idea to take the name without the underscore. And you're not even using the Twitch account either. What are you doing? Like the first BF without a hat, I guess. More faces. Yeah, I started actually like getting kind of good at drawing some of these. Like, yeah, this is where we start actually getting good. Derp face, little cat, Like, I think some of these are based on like actual things. Like some of these might be Steven universe. They're based on it. They're not actually Steven though. But yeah, also like teacher type beats. Older babysitter type beat. I drew a Sonic. This one's just Nightmare Fuel. Over here, it's like, I think that one's based on like an old version of Alex Corner on YouTube. Like, yeah, that's what it was based on, like, at least trying to draw the bangs or something. I don't know. Kurt and Ivan from Recreo doing a Raycon sponsorship deal. Another old teacher. Oh yeah, this is actually. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did these based on like, yeah, where it says like alt of this. Where it says alt is like a different version of the original. I still don't understand the difference between these. The difference between like an old, I think, which page is it? 1-6, 1-6. Yeah. The difference was like this, and then on the alt version, it was I put a little Among Us on it. Like that's what this is. The little jumping sus. Yeah, I'm doing this out of order. I'm going from down to up, so there might be some alt of this character in a mega thread, I guess, type picture. Like a bald devil, I guess. Old character, old ghost character in a daze. I kind of like these two, actually. The little duck hair clip that's oversized, and she's kind of disgruntled. They got this one that kind of reminds me of Bell Beeps, the VTuber. Even though this was way before I met, well, I didn't really meet her, but like this is before I found out about Bell. I had like names for these two. Like, I think this was around the time of Amori, and I think I called this one Omar and this one like either Claire or Olivia or something. Like, these two were supposed to be like, I don't know what it was supposed to be, but I think I was planning, if I ever make this a reality, I would plan to have these two be like either real people or like dolls that Mixie would play with in secret. But yeah, Punk Dude, I don't care about it. It's kind of weird. Another OC. Like, yeah, I drew a lot of OCs. I just like being a character designer. Like, that's the one thing. Let me turn the lights on. Like, that's one thing that I genuinely like doing. I like designing characters, okay? Like, this was just a big thing that I've just been used to, that I just like character design. I'm really interested in it. Got some extra faces, like old witch, I guess, fairy person, I guess. I make half of these characters androgynous sometimes. I think, like, I say person because I think I drew them as like supposedly a dude, and then I just decided to go against the grain. We got this one. Pissed, like elemental person, another ghost person. Free eye expression. I think I did that to just have two perfectly round eyes, and I drew a face around it. And I just liked the face, so I just drew a body around it. Sometimes it works. It's kind of like another like witchy elemental person. I was really into like the frizzy hair type beat. When was this? January 20th, 2022? I drew these a lot earlier, and then I just posted them because I had way too many. I had like 300 in this app that I was using, and I just wanted to get them all out there post haste. So a lot of these are like from 2021, 2020. Again, like a Skid and Pump type little chibi bastards. Where it's just a boy and a girl like doing like a song on top of each other. Just dancing, I guess. I don't remember what this one was. I think it's supposed to be like a lion type character, but wearing a mask, and it doesn't, because I'm doing this 2D, it doesn't show that well. And a lot of these are just extra shit. Totally chill guy until you piss him off. Bird from Underside. I think it was like Twitter from Underside or some shit when that was still a thing. Extra characters that I kind of liked drawing. Like, seriously, look how I did the hair with this one. I really liked how I did this one. Difference is, like, the arms are a little bit gross with the tank top because I drew them after. And also, I do all of that with 1 layer and 20 undos. So I had to make do with, like, most of these. That's why some of them look bad. But I kind of owned the craft for a while. So yeah, this one is just, like, buff woman, I guess, gym rat. This one is a Cyclops character. I drew this before my 2 Cyclops characters. Like my 3 or 4 Cyclops characters at this point. But I drew this one first, apparently. That's kind of insane. Yeah, they're not going to make a return, even though I made another chibi version in the corner. I kind of like how I designed them. I really draw their heads very oblong and long and shit. This one's a bat. This one is just like a regular person. I think this was based off of some other person who had this, like, a similar art style. I just don't remember who. I'm going just to throw a random name out there. Sawyer. Star Heavenly. I don't think this is what it is, but I'm getting that vibe for some reason. Me trying to do a side profile. Another person, OC. Another OC. I made a lot of OCs, and I kind of like how I did some of these. Like, I was just doing a lot of hair practice, it looks like. I forget what this one is supposed to be. I think it's like a kitsune with bunny slippers. Okay, I just gotta make sure. Did I actually, like, do some shading, or at least, like, make black shading under it? I think I actually did, like, a little bit of shading on the underbust. Like, a little bit of gray under there. Another peek through body type. Like, this one I was just, like, practicing hair and, I guess, a pose. Like, some of these are really good, actually. This one is literally my favorite. I could redraw some aspects of this better, but when it came to the hair, I was just going off with it. Same with this one. Like, I kind of like the little, like, down hair flow and then, like, a curl at the top. And I was just working with hair. Teacher type beat, which is it's kind of a mixed bag. It's a bit of a teacher, a bit of, like, a friend you'd meet in high school or some shit. Another, like, person. This one's supposed to be like a pod, and these are, like, airlines. Another tiny OC. For some reason, like, the face is giving me Sans vibes. And like I said before, this one's my favorite because I really liked what I did with the hair. This one's genuinely my favorite face of all time. And then the alt actually makes sense because here I just made it, like, a little bit longer at the top, and then afterwards I chopped it off a little bit to make it flow. And yeah, I generally like what I did with the hair. I think I was just fucking around and just drawing hair for the sake of drawing hair. But yeah, how long was I doing this? I said 10 minutes. I am currently at almost 20 minutes into the recording. All right, I guess this is just gonna be a long video. I could have done a stream on this. Moving forward, we got the first iteration of my OC. That is crazy. It says self-OC too. Where's the first one? Oh, I think the first one was like a little orb, gremlin type thing, like from a different planet, and then it evolved into something else. I have, like, on Instagram, the first one of my posts on Instagram was basically an evolution of how it evolved into this character. This was the second attempt. Like, yeah, it kind of looks like I drew him as a white guy, but it just, I don't know, man. Like, I think I drew it so good that I said, you know what, I'm gonna let that be a representation of me, even though I'm fucking black. And not like a Scott Falco or a Jeremy Chinshu or whatever type person. More OC shit, slightly, like, I don't know, on the verge of a mental breakdown. This one is supposed to be black. I drew this one black because, like, it's supposed to be like one of those caps with the dreads. An old, just, I guess, chill skateboarder type dude, I guess. Kind of looks like a Christian. Another one that I've been talking for 20 minutes. I'm tired. We got another OC. I drew a lot of fucking OCs back then. I kind of like what I did with this one. A lot of hair. How did I draw the neck? Kind of curved, kind of long, but okay, I guess. This one just reminds me of Keep Your Hands Off of Isaacin, like the tall one from that anime. Ticks. This is supposed to be like an evil version of this. Like, you see the Ticks ring on this one? This is like the third one that I used for a while. And this is just like another perspective of that. Yeah, I think I drew myself a lot. By the way, Yandere by person. This ring is supposed to overcharge, and when it overcharges, my character turns into like a little gremlin with like a demonic 8 type logo on it. I don't know if I want to retcon that. I probably should, but like, that's about it. Moving on from that. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, top right is kind of like me studying like shapes and skeletons and shit, and I just decided, let me try to draw something akin to sands and papyrus. But like, there's a difference between it, because like on the left one, which is like the papyrus one, I decided to like be a little bit more like loose when it came to the shapes and give it like a different pose and shit. And then for the sands one, I just kept it to like rectangular, like prismatic bases, like a cylindrical base. When I started drawing it, and I kind of liked how these two turned out. They're not like full things, but it's good for skeletal practice. And I only did it once. Another version of my character that I think I still to this day use on Discord. More facial expressions. I kind of like how those turned out. This one is based on, like, I think I could find it if I check my account, but this one was based on like a little spill. Like, someone spilled something on the train car door and it looked like a person, specifically like one of the diamonds from Steven Universe, and I said, you know what, let me try drawing it based on that. So I traced over the spill and made the body, made like the proportions, how it's supposed to look, and the head was just like, it was facing a different way and I didn't know how to make the head work. So I just made it like a little X thing for like, I don't know, perspective? I don't know what they call it, but it's basically like you put a shape down and it kind of tricks your brain into thinking it's connected a little bit more. But yeah, I would probably add a fucking neck to this one, even if it looks weird. I drew this one, I think this one was for Pride Month, actually. I drew a lot of these for Pride Month, like specifically, which is why they have like a lot of flags that you've been seeing. Are there more of this? No, I think that's it. So yeah, this is when I started drawing like actual different characters that aren't OCs or myself. So this one was like a little quick thing that I made for Jaden. It was congrats on 10 million, and it's her, like, it's not necessarily like the best Jaden I can draw. It was very quick, but I drew her holding her diamond play button, and I used an actual reference with the play button because, yeah, I did that. Moving forward, I made a tricky for the release of the second version, the version 2, the V2 of the tricky mod for Friday Night Funkin'. And this was my first time like drawing a mod character. Like I drew BF before I drew Pico, yada yada. This is just a kite holding a baby, I guess. I don't know what to say about this one. Teacher being skeptical of what's behind her, and it's a fucking gun. This one was an OC that I liked doing. I liked the pose, liked how I managed it. I think this is like when I started using color for some of these drawings, and it just became like more of a thing where I just did I don't know. It just became a thing where I just started using color, because using color in this app in particular is very hard, because you have to know how to layer it when you're coloring, and it will turn out weird, and if you do way too many key presses it will stay that way, and you have to erase it because it's all on one layer and you have to do it all over again. So you have to be very particular with how you color like shit. That's why I keep stuff like black and white, but I gotten better at it. And this one was just Emily and Ditus, Emerichu and Ditus. I drew this during like the first couple of months of me getting into Friday Night Funkin', and also I knew that Emily and Ditus were, I think this was actually around like, I don't know, like 3 months after I realized that they started dating. So yeah, I drew this. I made Emily GF and I made Ditus BF, and their personalities are kind of like that. At least what I would think of at the time would be like that. And honestly, I really liked how it turned out. I had to like do a lot of creative liberties with how it went. I had to look for actual references of both of them and then try to see if I can make it look decent. But yeah, I kind of like how this turned out. Like, first time me actually being one-to-one. This kind of counts as my first GF drawing. Emily is like my first muse for GF. And I never drew GF after drawing BF for Pico. I've never looked back, because I don't think I needed to. But yeah, moving forward. Oh, I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one because everything started mixing up, because I started drawing on my notes. I took a lot of breaks. There's some stuff that I don't want being posted that are still in my notes category because I put them all under the same folder. Like, there's some like extra note, like actual notepad stuff going from this layer forward. I drew DDLC. I drew the Dokis at one point. Another OC, and Maz hit 1 million subscribers on his channel. He's currently being a doctor, and I don't know if he's still doing voice chat podcasts with Russian Laddie. But yeah, this was drawn around the time when he was still active on YouTube. He's not as active anymore, which is pretty sad. But yeah. And then I just started drawing some chibi shit, and then like a drummer chick who was in Lesbians with this other chick in the background. I took another crack at drawing like anime, specifically how to do the fucking eyes. And I liked how all of these turned out, like even though some of them look kind of weird. And this one's just staring into your soul, I guess. Oh yeah, this one's in love with like this little boy here, with this little duder over here. I don't know what the backstory of him was. I think he's like a musician and she's in love with him. Another chibi thing, and then like 2 other chibi things. Like this one's kind of pissed, kind of tsundere, and then this one's just chilling. I think this one was based on Sunday from FNF, with BB Panzu. And then this one was like another version of that. And then this one was something completely different. But like, yeah, I just started drawing chibi stuff because I thought chibi stuff is cute back then. And I wanted to draw it, and I kind of like how it all turned out. Just making little blobs, big heads, tiny bodies, and all that shit. Pig character with like chainmail underneath his giant shirt. just another random drawing here, random doodle. Tall GF type beat, another tall GF type beat. Girlfriends, and then this one is like based on, this one's heavily based on Pokemon. I don't know how to deal with it. But yeah, I've really gotten better at drawing women. I draw a lot of women in my days. And I've learned like some anatomy, like the little bones in your neck. Like, I've learned a couple things. Like, I've learned a couple things in like 1 to 2 years of me using this app. This one based on Nagatoro. This was just fucking Nagatoro. Oversized sweater chick. This one I really like what I did with the hair here. Okay, yeah, I think I was just like focusing on like actually being anatomical. I was drawing thighs and calves and shit. Nerd chick. This one is just someone who's off their rocker right now. Like, she just came back from the library and she's like stoked of what she just read. Again, I know I already talked about it, but like, I really liked what I did with the hair here. Like, why did I stop? Like, why did I stop like doing actually legitimately wavy hair shit? Because I really liked how this one turned out. This one was kind of based on Tank Man, I guess, but not really. Just the motive. I guess the vibe of it reminds me of Tank Man, even though it's just like the square head and the shades. But nah, this is just supposed to be like the head of some dude, I guess. I honestly thought I did more of this, but yeah, that's about it. At least from what I can see on the thing here. There is more. There is a lot of more stuff on my app. But again, there's like a lot of extra shit that shouldn't be shown. Like, there's already something down there where I just said, like, I needed to do during editing, because I was trying to, like, when I was 18, I was trying to draw some extra shit, some NSFW shit, if you would, and I said, you know what, I'm kind of uncomfortable drawing this, so I said no. I think I was 17. I think I was either 16 or 17 when I drew this one here, and it was supposed to be something completely different. But again, there's no extra layers and there's no covering up of anything, so you're just seeing whatever original work I put under there that I didn't feel like erasing because I just said fuck it. So yeah, this was supposed to be an NSFW piece, actually. But I chickened out. Also, just one last thing to show off. Thanks for watching. Okay, yeah, we're done. Yeah, I wanted to talk about more shit. Like, again, I've moved to a different channel, a different Twitter account. I changed the name of my Twitch account, and I might do it again in the next 2 months because that's how long it takes for people to that's how long it takes it to actually change the account again, and I already wasted my attempt like 2 days ago, so I gotta wait until like March to change it again. I might change it to Loco_Foco just to keep it a little consistent, but Loco Merch was definitely gonna get changed at one point, and I kind of regret changing it to like Tix_. Like, it looks fine now, but I might change it to Foco a little bit later. But for what it's worth, that's my history, how I've gotten better with art over the past 3 years, and I'm currently using stuff like Ibis Paint to make stuff like what you can see on my channel, plus extra shit. Oh! I forgot that they did this. They changed the media tab to look a lot different. There's some extra shit that I've been using this account for. I've used this account a lot. Okay, that's actually quite nice. I can continue this already very long video. Yeah, I made this in school. Like, I made this with a fucking mouse. Like, yeah, I made this with a mouse. This is Paint 3D. I made this with a freaking mouse. How did I do that? I made like extra OC stuff. I made this thing for like a mod. Like, I just wanted to draw like fan art for a mod. And then there's a lot of stuff that I posted here from my Ibis Paint thing that also are on Instagram as well. Drew this OC. I drew this skeletal practice. I think this was a speed paint of it. Wolfie. I drew a lot of birthdays for people on Ibis. I did it before, and I wanted to wait until like extra shit came out, so I did it a lot. I did one for Mads, Get Mads. I did one for Wolfie Chew, Peach Kashin. She's doing college stuff, so she's not on the internet anymore. At least until now. Well, she's not on the internet right now because she's doing college stuff, so her account is privated, which is kind of sad because I can't. The thing about changing accounts is that you can't necessarily follow people that are on private. I mean, you can, but like they're not gonna see your shit if the reason that they're private is that they're doing other stuff. Like, I don't follow accounts that I'm currently not following accounts that aren't active until I just see them pop up on my timeline again. But yeah, I drew stuff for her. I drew stuff for Ivan, PJ, Panelist Pajamas, Ivan Animated. I did some stuff on Flip-a-Clip with animating stuff. I'm going to mainly animate on Krita from now on because A, I can do that, and B, both Ibis Paint and Flip-a-Clip have the little the watermarks on the side, and that's kind of annoying, so I'm gonna try using Krita in the event that Krita also, for some reason, I don't know why it would do this, but if the animation software has like a watermark, I'm gonna go insane. I don't think it does. Yeah, there's also like some extra shit that I don't know if I wanted to post out. This was like an animated thing for if I were live drawing on stream. I don't know if I'll use this again. I most likely am if I could find the file. But yeah, I gotta use that a lot more. Extra shit. I think this is just this is just different expressions that I did in Flip-a-Clip, and I just compiled them. Yeah, like as like separate things. In the event I want to be like a VTuber or like a PNG tuber, like I just made a lot of expressions. I got sick and I just looked like Sans for like 3 days. This funny thing I saw in the subway. Good for you, man. I drew Hilda, and I want to draw Hilda again, which, by the way, I'm going to talk about this at the end. Marcy stuff, I drew this. I drew an Anne. Where did I draw this from? Was this... where did I draw this? I think I drew this on Ibis, and I drew this on paper. And I like the paper one a lot more. Like, they both have the same energy. This is basically Calamity Anne. And I genuinely just like it. Yeah, we're just going over all of my art. Oh, this is someone else's stuff. God, Marcy's... Wait. Oh, yeah, didn't I reply to somebody with this? Oh, wait, no, I think I found this on Instagram and I reposted it. So, yeah, it was, like, spoilers for the ending, like, the penultimate ending of Amphibia, by the way, if you haven't seen it. But, like, they had designs in Marcy's Headscape where it was Link and Edelgard, which are very obvious references. Like, I got these two immediately, but I didn't know what Marcy was, which is why I said this. And it was based on Legolas, because I honestly don't watch... is it Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit? Like I said, I don't watch these things. I drew a birthday thing for James. A speed paint of this little piece for the end of the show when it released, and a little speed paint for that. I think I made a wider version. I think this is just like Dawn of the Final Ep 24 Hours to Main. Oh god, I made teasers and shit. I forgot about that. Moving forward, this one's for my birthday. This one is this one for my birthday? Oh wait, no, this one's for Ray. Ginger Ninja. That was just a reply. I did one for Kelsey animated with like her different variants. She changes variants a lot. This was like the recent one at the time in May 17th. She changed it like twice after this. I made an edit, which is $10 on my commission sheet for me to just edit over some artwork. Early things of Hilda. Will you feel better if Hilda in season 3 still wears a skirt? If it does come back, I would prefer a red skirt. Oh, this was another edit. I think this used to be like the same color as her hair. But like, by the way, as of season 3, it did come out and I did talk about it. But we never see this specific design. She never changes the hood. I think it's still the red hood. She's just taller now. I did this one for Hono Bread. I did the CMYK challenge. I drew some collectors. Pride stuff. I used to celebrate my characters turning birthdays, but I only did it once because I don't draw a lot. And yeah, that's about it. I did this version of Luz where she just like becomes, I guess, Super Saiyan, kind of like the Calamity trio. But like, this kind of happened. It evolved from this. So basically, I called this, what did I say? I drew this back during Season 2A, and after watching most of Season 2B, I wanted to put this out there since we're nearing the end. Now, can someone please explain to me how the F I got half my prediction, which wasn't even a prediction, correct? I think I talked more about this. So I wanted to draw a Super Luz, calling it Fully Lit Luz. I really like that name still. Akin to Calamity, and with some inspiration from Instagram artists. Along the way, I messed up her arm and wanted to redraw it. I think it's this one. Because, like I said, it's kind of hard to draw over it on one layer because everything by default is layered. So if I were to mess up the arm and wanted to change it, I'd have to erase it and then recolor it. And sometimes it has these little smudge marks on it, so now they're just cut marks. Like I said, I reuse a lot of things that look kind of dumb, but add to more shit. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You gotta find the good and the bad. You gotta find the good and the bad. I drew a random character and gave it the arm. It wasn't supposed to be in frame. It just wasn't important or the main focus of the drawing. And this just ended up being like a beta version of what the collector is. Now, yeah, like I said, now the collector is a character in Season 2B who had no idea even existed when I drew this. So when I look back to see this so I can post it for the finale, I was like, wait, what? What the fuck? So now that I'm drunk with power, if there's nothing akin to a Super Luz in the show, I riot. And here's the thing! Here is the thing about that! I'm sorry I'm getting loud, because like, I'm just talking really baritonally. But here's the thing! There is something akin to a Super Luz in this show. And that is her Titan form, which I also drew for Boiling Titan, the song that I made, which, again, I will get to later. But yeah, there is basically a fully lit Luz, but it's not the one that I was thinking of. And I think that's kind of cool. And I think that's kind of cool how I predicted all of that. Everything here was right, for the most part. Just the design was wrong. But I was mostly right with this. This is basically beta show. Oh god, I feel so drunk with power. Yeah, so I drew the collector a little bit later afterwards. Pride Month thing, I think I talked about that. CMYK. Did I draw this with pen? I drew this with pen. Shit, I'm good. Yeah, I don't think I ever sketched them out hand-drawn before. I never did. I like how it turned out, especially with Max's hair. Yeah, I feel like I really could have done a stream with this. This is going to be a long fucking video. Okay, if this video is going to be that long, can I just make this the 8-year anniversary of this channel? Just me looking back at my old art. And then do like an art stream later. But yeah, I like what I did with the hair on both of them, and everything's a lot more proportionate to how I drew it. And I did this all in pen, and I really liked how it turned out. Yeah. Moving forward, celebrating the birthdays of my OCs. Oh yeah, I also want to show off this video from Unisonus.
For you have created art.
Art.
And today, we are going to gaze upon said art.
Gaze.
God, I love this. For all the LGBTQ artists out there, let me see what you've made. Personas, OCs, commissions, for others, whichever. Also, this Unisonus clip is totally relevant now because it's June 2nd, 2022. I don't get people replying to my Twitter. I am tiny. What am I doing? But yeah, moving forward, another OC. I drew a Molly McGee in her ghost form. There's supposed to be another one here, right? There's supposed to be two. Yeah, like her, like regular form. Oh yeah, I think I effed up the eye, so I had to move it. Again, coloring issues. And I drew like a meaner version. I think I colored it too. Yeah, they're right here. I colored the background. I really like how this turned out. Like, this is great. I actually tried shading. And this is Ibis. I forgot this is Ibis. I thought I did this in the old app, but... Oh wait, no, I did the first one in the old app, and I did this one as a carryover in Ibis. I'm good. Why am I good at this? Pixel version, this, like, I had to stop doing this. This is like a so retro version of my character. Like, I've heard people throw around the term so retro when it comes to pixel art, so I just decided not to do pixel art anymore. I'll still be down to do it if you guys are okay with me drawing in this style. But as of, like, trying to make accurate pixel by pixel art, it's going to be a kind of a challenge. If you want, like, legit stuff that doesn't look so retro. Because, like, this looks fine as, like, a retro piece. That being said, I don't want to get flamed on the internet. Thing for Scott Falco, a Owl House thing, Owl House edit. Basically a Canadian bacon pancake, even though this is just ham on a pancake that I tossed over. Bacon pancake is 10 years old. Not exactly bacon, but ham's been cooked into this thing. Yeah, I just threw ham on the pancake at that point. I drew this. Shy with using humor unapologetically speaks their mind. Doing favorite dynamics when that was still a big thing. This was a vent post. I think I know what the vent post is about, but like this wasn't supposed to be a vent post. That being said, I work really good when it comes to art when I'm like stressed the fuck out. This is a drawing of Avia. Avia Vivenu, also goes by Vivi or Violet. I think I just call her Viv or Avi now. I don't think I go by Vivi anymore, even though that is a cute name. By the way, I submitted this to Kunryu. And she came back with this. This sketch of my character, and I really liked how it turned out. Thank you, Melissa. You're great. Going back to the art posts, I drew a lot of shit here. This was supposed to be the end of the video, but I'm just going off now. 48 minutes into recording. Can we do it in under an hour? I doubt it. I did a commission for somebody for me to draw Dawn in a dress holding a Pikachu. First time me drawing Pikachu, by the way. I like how it turned out. It's pretty. I kind of like this actually. I really like this. Luckily, I'm begging artists to please charge more than 20 even if you're just starting comms. I was just starting comms, and 20 was a base for me. And I think 50 or 60 is my highest bid because, again, I'm tiny and I'm still learning. But, yeah, I might do something with that. Jollibee ordered, first time he drawing Jollibee, it was really good. Birthday art for TJ, again, stressed as fucked. I am stressed as fuck. Like, in bed, beating myself over. This isn't me, this is just some random character. But I like how this turned out. Weirdly enough. We don't talk about this. I was I was going through it at that point. I was really going through it. Why am I suddenly good at art aesthetic wise when I'm stressed and going through it? Eye strain and mainly disturbing. Yeah. Animation practice of me just trying to learn how to grip a hand, I guess. Oh, this is a mini thread. I did this little hand wave motion, which looks very robotic. Also weird eye motion, I guess, and a loose hand because I think I used the wrong hand for this one. And I had to flip it or some shit. Oh wait, hold up. No, I think I know what was wrong with this. The issue was this was supposed to be on that hand, but I drew two right hands, I think? And even then, I think this is supposed to be behind this part. I don't know, it's weird. And then a weird Max expression. Like the first, like this one is a Max. This is like me drawing Max doing a little hand wave. And then this is just like, I guess a humanish Max version. I don't know. I went through a lot when doing some of these. Drawing Alyssa for her birthday. Day of Conceivance, which was, I think, October 12th, yeah. It was her birthday. Like, basically, like, what I drew her with. And it was also, like, around the same time that I've drawn, like, both of these two at the same time. This is when I started drawing them, October 12th. So it's basically both of their, like, Day of Conceivance. It was basically both of their birthdays. But, like, her birthday is in December, which just passed, I think. I don't remember what I put it under. And then this one was October, like October 20-something. It was supposed to be like a whole Halloween thing. But yeah, this was like her actual birthday, which was October 12th. So yeah, that's there. She's hanging out with her GF there. Extra shit, that doesn't matter. Yeah, this is just extra shit that doesn't matter. I drew this for Melissa's birthday. Again, thank you, Melissa, for drawing my characters. And in return for her drawing one of my characters, her drawing me specifically, I drew one of her. And, oh yeah, I forgot, she actually commented on that one. Moving forward, I drew this as like another thing. Like, they were dared to wear that fursuit, like that furry costume, I guess. Going forward, this was like an art thing that I did in the campus dorms, and I was just trying to ask multiple people to give me like different things to draw. Again, tiny, so I asked my friend and people in his Discord for me to draw extra shit. But then I realized I think they were just talking about Smash, and I got confused. So what I did was draw like an Olimar and a Pikmin. I basically drew all of Indie Cross. I drew Cuphead, Mugman, Miss Chalice. First time me drawing the cups. I drew Sans, I drew a Bendy, I drew me, I drew a Smash Ball, I drew Shadow and Sonic glaring at you saying no bitches. I drew a face. Hello, Malget Rex Scrub. I drew a little cat, I drew a little Among Us, I drew a little Fall Guy. I drew like I guess another version of a chalice, like a trophy or something. And then I drew my girls. Yeah, I think this is... Oh yeah, I drew Avia and my girls. I don't think I drew the sister, though. I could have drawn the sister, I just didn't... I just wanted to get something out there, I guess. And yeah, I put my ad out there, loco_foco on Twitter and Instagram. Going forward. I will talk about specifically this one later, but yeah, the Luz creepypastas of the Owl House, puppet version of Luz from like the old storyboards, the one that I colored in, that y'all saw. Like people headcanon that Luz would be possessed by the Collector, and I drew what that would sort of look like. And then I drew my version of like a darker Luz, one that's a little bit more fucked up, that if she didn't have anyone in her life to assure that she was going to be okay, she was going to snap at multiple different people and go insane. And I called her Lucian for a while. And I could still call her that because I need to find something, man. I really want to save this till like I get to the top of the page, but I really want to announce something regarding this specific version of the character. But moving on, I drew Inside Job because I watched Inside Job around that time, and I, just like Hilda, I wanted to draw it. So I drew Reagan. And I really hate that Netflix canceled this. I want more of this in some way, shape, or form. I think this one is another event post of like a diamond head magician person. Oh yeah, I think I was actually going through it around this time. I was really going through it. I want to talk about this one. It's so bad, but this is Velma shit. And I don't want to talk about Velma shit. By the way, I made sure that someone suffered with me. Well, someone willingly watched it themselves, and I wanted to watch it and see them suffer as well. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna watch this entire season. This shit sucks. Velma is literally the worst show. Like, there are shows that are bad, and there are shows that literally made me wince in pain. And this is one of them. And this is just a still. I think I got this from Twitter. This is a still. Oh yeah, I think I I was totally joking. All right. No. This is a copy pasta. From Hanna-Barbera account. Someone said, unironically, and we had to repost it over and over again. I just hope it caught on still. I watched Velma and it's a 9 out of 10. I love the characters and the art style and the animation were amazing. I hope the series gets renewed. Says this. This is one of the frames from the first 4 episodes. This looks so predatorily bad. What is this show? This is honestly one of the frames that make me laugh because I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, you see this fucker behind you with a sign that says vulnerable on top of it, and you think to yourself, oh, this is a good show. This shit is ass! I'm sorry, this frame never fails. Moving forward, this is already past an hour, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm at the 58-minute mark, goddamn. Alright. Okay, moving forward. I made a little animation of, like, this young lass, like, doing a little... And honestly, I kind of like how it turned out. This is, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3... I think this is 4 frames? 12 frames per second? And, yeah, out of 4 frames, I liked how, like, the fists, like, curl up and her chest, puffs out. Like, she's actually giving the emphasis of, like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, I kind of like how this one turned out. And then I made this tiny little bobblehead. And then I made this one where it's, like, her hands could pop off her body and act as, like, rocket fists, I guess. And if y'all couldn't tell from, like, the design, it's based on Moon Girl, Nella Lafayette. Because, honestly, that's a really good show. I'm honestly excited for season 2 to drop next month. But yeah, that's what it was based on, and I really liked designing it. I like designing little puffs here, and everything's, like, kind of sketchy, so it just pops better. Mika's birthday, she's chilling in a hot tub, completely nude, because I wrote her personality to be that way. I drew Recreo characters in Friday Night Funkin' version because a lot of people are making Friday Night Funkin' stuff since they did a video on it. They did 2 videos on it. And I said, you know what? If a mod has to come out, I want to be like an artist on it. Or a musician. Speaking of music, I did a song with Christine vocals. And it sounds really good. It's my first time working in swing, and I genuinely just don't like working in swing. Like, it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. Swing sounds great. It's just, I'm very OCD oriented. Well, I can't really say that. I'm kind of undiagnosed, but I don't know. I'm self-diagnosing, and I don't know if they're correct. But basically, when you try to put down, like, when you try to write out the music for it, it kind of doesn't fall into the 4x8. It goes into like a 1/8 T. So it kind of works between like a 3/4 and a 4/4 when it comes to the time signature. So it kind of either spaces out the note blocks that are supposed to be on the chart, or they squish them together to make 2 sounds. And I don't like that. I like them to be uniform. But I had to bite the bullet with that one. And that song sounds really good. It's very short. It's like 1:40 long, and I haven't posted it anywhere except for the Recreo Discord. But yeah, like, I've made things for what this mod is supposed to be, and none of us are making it because, like, I don't know if I could find a decent team. That being said, there are people in that Discord who also make music, and I've listened to one of their tracks, and it's really good. And by the way, I've actually made art in, like, transmission to it. Like, I made this. This is supposed to be like a left pose for, what I call it, the mascot? I don't know. Like, I made like this a left pose, and I kind of went hard with it. So I decided to just not do anything more. I might pick this back up. Don't get me wrong. I might come back to this a little later. But for right now, I've burnt out myself. Yeah, like I said, originally supposed to be a separate thing, but it turned into something else. I made this into like a banner, I guess. Like a banner or a poster. And I really liked how it turned out. By the way, the background's not mine. It's from someone from the Discord, as you can see there. But Recreo-chan and the little tiny Kurt that I added, those things are mine. Going forward, also, yeah, first time me drawing this bitch, by the way. This giant bitch. Moving forward, I keep getting sidetracked because there's always stuff down here that turn into stuff up there. I drew this willow. So yeah, I drew this before the finale dropped of the Owl House. And it didn't happen like this, but something similar happened, and I called it. And I was popping the fuck off. Like, yeah, I said it right here. I'm 5 minutes into watching the finale, and I'm 5 minutes in, and I've called and drawn the nightmare scenes in this finale. Well, one of them, and the tone is different. The other one is the lose one that I was talking about earlier. I don't think did I even drop that one? I don't remember. I don't think I did. I think that's still on my phone. Jesus. But yeah, I think, please tell me that's the last thing, because I really want to talk about it. Oh yeah, okay, so it's right there. So yeah, like I said, this is like a Titan form lose that you can see on Boiling Titan. And this is basically the fully lit loose, even though it's more darker than what you would think like loose would be turning into. But I made a separate version of the Lucian, like I talked about earlier, and it's basically, it looks similar to Strangled Red and Funkin', which is what I was trying to make most of the songs that I make into. I'm trying to make them into Funkin' songs, and I need a loose chromatic to finish it, otherwise she's gonna have like guitar vocals again. But yeah, I'm going to use that original vision when I make the Funkin' version, so that would just be the cover for it instead. Then again, I made like 4 different facial expressions, so I don't know which one to choose. Oh well. Going forward, time-lapse of this one, by the way. I made this because one of the Recreo episodes came out and I found it funny. And it was like animator do an editor's job, and Christian was like, animator play some Deal or No Deal music to set the mood. And this is Darren Utunes. They go by Rotten Apple now, but this was like the bare son of it. So he gets pissed realizing this, and then he calls up Melissa, who was animating the episode at that time, and it was like, hello? Like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna need you to do me a solid real quick. And she was like, okay, what? And like, yeah, I put detail in this. Like, I made a little chat bubble. I made a little tiny version of Darren on the phone down here. She's like plugging into it while she's drawing shit, and she has like an earpiece on. And this is the video in question. Can you survive the impossible quiz? I could, like, you can see it for yourself. It's on the channel. I made a pic crew of myself and multiple other characters of mine. I don't know why this one's separate. There should be like 4 of these. I think this is just one. Oh yeah, I put them all in one group. My bad. So yeah, this is me, which is currently the profile picture of my now inactive account. So yeah, it's gonna look like this. I made one for my girls. I made one for one of my girls' sister, and they all turned out pretty okay. They turned out well. Yeah, that Pride Crew was like very, very popular during the time of me posting it. More Recreo, Friday Night Funk and shit. Me trying fried ice cream for the first time, I guess. Picture of Max and Mix in prison, like during that whole fuck, I'm blanking. It's a part of that whole craze, there's a word for it, but I'm not using it. But like, yeah, I made this. I really liked how it turned out. I actually used shadows. I shaded in some shit. Like, it's all flat, but I've actually put some work. And also I tried redesigning these characters a lot. And I really like how this turned out. And like, instead of like making her whole, like Mixie's whole hair bottom like blue and purple, I decided to make a mix of like this indigo type color, a little darker, a little closer to purple, but still blue. And I just made them highlights, and I really like how the highlights show it. It's really fucking cool. And her eye is supposed to be like this. I drew them with 2 eyes because I realized drawing Cyclops type demons is kind of tiring. And I kind of want them to have like vivid expressions without it looking weird. So instead I retconned them having 1 eye to having 2 eyes and only having 1 eye when they're pissed. Which, by the way, Melissa, I don't know, I doubt that you're watching this, but I was on your stream and I saw you sketch Avia, and the first thing you said was, oh god, it's a Cyclops character. You could have drawn her with 2 eyes. But what I sent you was her like as a Cyclops, and I didn't really redesign her yet, so that's fine. That being said, thank you for giving me another shot at drawing a character of mine. But like, yeah, I wouldn't be too against it because it did come out very well, and it basically influenced you to try to draw more monster type characters. So I guess you're welcome for that. And also thanks for everyone who said like my thing looked nice. And they were also inspired to draw Cyclopses, I guess, the monster characters. But yeah, you could have drawn them with 2 eyes. I wouldn't be too upset. But yeah, like I'm not gonna draw them as like 1-eyed Cyclopses anymore, even though that's what I did here. But like, this is a recent decision I made. Grimace Shake birthday thing for Adam that I did way past his birthday, so I had to wait a whole year to post it again. And at that time, he left the internet, and I wasn't going to chase him around just for him to have the chance of me showing this to him. So I just said, you know what, let me just post it, fuck it. A Pride thing that I rushed out because I did this at like 11:50 and I had shit to do. Yada 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 McUdle, and then extra Actually, this is from Aggie, I think. This is an Aggie. And this is when I started getting my tablet drawing, and everything really showed up nice. I really liked everything that I did when it came to drawing shit. Yeah, I really liked how I did most of this. I liked how I drew BF here. I do like this little character here. I like this OC character that I did. Kind of looks like she's like getting ready to play softball at the bottom, I guess. This little pig character that I made, this giant mustache dude. This floating demon character. I think this was supposed to be like, I don't know. I think it was supposed to be Max. But I don't think that's what it was originally supposed to be. And then I drew this version of a character who was like supposed to be a part of the demon's world. I think this one was also supposed to be Max. I don't know what I was trying to do with some of these designs, but I think none of these are supposed to be Max, or one of them is and one isn't. But I was just drawing demons because I thought, you know what? Like, let me get a fixing for this new tablet, and I started just drawing Peak. Like, hell, like this little bean face, I liked how I did that. Like, that's a really good bean face. I like this little character facial expression that I did here. I actually drew this tongue really well detailed, and I'm not good at drawing tongue sticking out like this. The little fang pokes out too. The little smile. I liked how I drew this. I liked how I draw these things. Gotta breathe. But yeah, I gotten very good at drawing extra shit, and I don't give myself enough credit for that, because I drew, like, again, I went back and I drew this underneath my notes, like my college notes, and yeah, I really liked how I did the hair here. Like, these are my little goobers. I like them so much because I made them. Oh yeah, also I gave him glasses just because why the fuck not? That, or I just drew giant eyeballs and I decided to make them glasses, but they still worked out really well. But yeah, that's about it when it comes to like me going through like an art journey. And this is just me posting shit on Twitter. So yeah, once this video like stops recording, I'm currently recording this at January 3rd, tomorrow's the channel's anniversary. So once this video goes out on YouTube, I would be live tomorrow, as I'm recording this, on twitch.tv/locotics_. So yeah, everything's been updated for now. Everything, like all of my shit has been updated at this point. Like, my Twitter's been updated, my Twitch has been updated, so, and every other platform that had different links are most likely changed at this point. So if you follow me anywhere else, you could try following me on Twitch as well, because the links should be there as well. And if not, then I made myself a card on the main Twitter account, Locotics, which is this. Yeah, like, it looks identical to what it used to be. It's just under a different ad. So yeah, I made a card, and you can find all of my extra like stuff here, my YouTube, my Twitch, my main Twitter, my Instagram. I have Threads, I don't use it, and my SoundCloud, so y'all could follow me there if you so desire. But as of right now, I think that's the end of the video. How long have I been going for? A minute and 13? Good, we'll stop it at a minute and 14. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching me, for sticking around for 8 years. And if you're new here, thanks for coming along for the ride. I really appreciate it. It's insane that I've been doing this for 8 years now. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching and going through this roller coaster of cringe and art journey and shit and all of this random BS that I've been a part of just doing for years. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the stream tomorrow. I will definitely be doing a stream, by the way. I have to promise myself that I won't procrastinate on tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. But yeah, 8 years. And I've been drawing for like 4. So yeah, I'll catch you on the art stream. We'll finish what I started in September, maybe. And if we finish, then we'll go draw like other miscellaneous stuff. Maybe I'll do miscellaneous stuff first. It depends on like my mood and how efficient I want to get with it. But yeah, this video's been going on long enough. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all wherever I'll see y'all. Whether it be here or on Twitch. Laterds! God, this thing is an hour and 15 minutes long. Why am I still here?